Hello and welcome to another Grand Arena Championship. I'm Heathen13 and this is Season 22, Week 2, Round 2. Finally, I think I have a good match in front of me. Most of my matches have been pretty one-sided so far this season, but I have a feeling not today. My opponent's name is, I'm not sure. Google translates it as Aachin. So let's look at the matchup. Alright, at quick glance, I have the majority of green on my side, but let's take a closer look because it's a lot closer than what the green and red show here. Starting with our stats, right away I can see that I have a quality opponent. 800,000 lifetime wins means my opponent is very successful in GAC. And when I look at his offensive wins compared to defense, we have actually a really low percentage, just over 21%. Which says to me that he tends to play a very offensive game. However, he only has 167 clears compared to my 223, so even though he holds a lot for offense, he once in a while will not get the full clear. When we look at our rosters, he has a little bit of a GP advantage overall, whereas I have a little bit of an edge on top 80 and top 65. We are very close in Zetas, I have 5 more. We're also very close on speed, I only have a little bit of advantage there. And while I have 9 more Gear 13s, he's got 7 more Gear 12s, so again, very close there. Where I have a pretty significant advantage is the mods. I have over 100 more 6-dot mods, and I have quite a few more mods with high-speed secondaries and high offense secondaries. But when we look at our relic levels, my opponent has a slight advantage, and considering I have 9 more Gear 13s, that means his average Gear 13 character has higher relics than mine. So in a shocking turn of events for me, I am yet again matched up against someone without a Galactic Legend. I think that's 4 out of my first 5 opponents. So I am really surprised that I keep getting matched up against players without a Galactic Legend at all. Finally looking at ships, and we are all even here. Alright, so my opponent doesn't have a Galactic Legend, but we still got matched up against each other. So what does his roster look like? He's running gas in Arena, which is exactly what I did before I got my Galactic Legend. When we look at his roster, we see the normal things that you would expect to see. A good Darth Revan team with a Relic 7 Malak. He's got his Relic 7 General Skywalker, and all of his clones are well relicked. He's got a good Padme squad, a good Grievous squad, and he's ready for SLKR. So I think what's happened the last couple matches is I've got an opponent who's ready to go for a Galactic Legend, and they aren't willing to wait, like I am, for a break in GAC. They've gone ahead, thrown on their relics, and begun the unlock process, but unfortunately Capital Games has made the unlock process for GLs over a week-long process, and so you get in these situations where your roster is set up to have a GL, but you don't have it yet. So that's why he's being matched up against me, and I hope to take advantage of that. So we are 9 hours before the end of the attack phase, in the middle of the night again, and I believe my opponent has attacked a little bit, but I don't think they're done. Let's take a look at the board. Alright, so they've gotten 2 teams down only. I went really heavy defense because his online history showed that he tended to go light defensively and heavy offensively, which bears out what the stats showed. So down here on the bottom, I tried to block him completely. I put my Jedi Master Luke along with a crew and Grievous squad. And up here at the top, I threw my Padme and my Darth Revan and my CLS. And you know what? I take it back. I think he is done, because he took 2 battles to get through Darth Revan, 2 to get through Padme, and he's put 7 into CLS without getting him down. So there is no possible way that he has any quality teams left to take out my bottom zone. He's not going to get to ships or the back. For ships, I did what I did last time, and I put my Rebels and my Empire back here. I assumed that he would be able to get through the top and through the ships, and I wasn't that worried about it. I figured he'll clear half my board, and I'll hopefully full clear him. But as it turns out, he didn't get back here. Then in the back, again, I didn't expect him to get through the Galactic Legend at all. So I skimped a little back here too. A Dooku squad, the Phasma team, and Lando with the Rebel trash. But again, I wasn't expecting him to ever get to this zone. So what did he leave on defense? So we've got a Newt with Nest and Watt squad. We've got a Hux-led First Order. We've got some Geos. Down south, we've got some Night Sisters, Bounty Hunters, and a crew-led First Order. So as always, we will go ahead and clear out these bottom squads first, see what's in the back, and then do what we can to clear as efficiently as possible. We will start with his crew team, and we're going to take Jedi Knight Revan, even though he doesn't have Hux here, and I'm tempted to use Jedi Training Ray. I think ultimately using Revan is probably the smarter move, because then I can mark down Red Trooper and not have to deal with all of his assisting. So we will focus him down first. Almost got him. And this should do it. And now I'll be stuck behind crew and Stormtrooper for a bit. And that is okay. Let's spread all these buffs around. And we will pass it on back to Yoda again. Get some more splash damage. And it's just going to take us a while to get through crew. Normally I would save him till later, but we're kind of stuck behind him, so we don't really have a choice. I could go ahead and hit him with this to dispel everything, but we're already pretty close, so I think we're just going to finish him off. So let's go ahead and mark him and finish him. It will take me a little bit longer because he is Relic 7, but... Oh, and that was dumb. Now I'm forced to hit... Oh no, okay. Let's say I'm forced to hit Stormtrooper, but I'm not because I still have the mark on him. Let's spread that around. Now we have Retribution. And there we go. Alright. Now we'll work on Stormtrooper. Meantime, we will do our best to try and get all of our protection back. So we're going to start calling in some other people. I think I still have bonus protection on almost everybody. Well, not Revan anymore. But it's so hard to tell with the way they do the protection versus bonus protection. Sometimes you lose protection, but you get bonus protection back. And it's just hard to tell. I mean, now obviously it's very obvious that I don't have full protection on several people. So maybe it would have been smart to have taken out First Order Officer earlier, because he's given him all turn meter, or Kylo for that matter. Let's not even splash it. Let's just go ahead and do that. Let's call in Revan. And now let's go after Kylo. We're going to be stuck with... I was going to say we're going to be stuck with counterattacks, but we got the stun, so that was awesome. Let's dispel everything else there too. Make sure that we've healed up as much as we possibly can. We're missing a little protection on Grandmaster Yoda, but we got it back. Alright, since I did not use my Jedi Training Ray on crew, and I'm definitely not going to use her against the Hux team, that means I have her available to use against the Bounty Hunters. So that is what I will do. I eventually want to get both my Resistance heroes up into relics because they're both only gear 12 right now, but for the time being, they should do okay anyway. I was hoping for a stun there on Boss. We'll wave him down so he doesn't taunt quite so soon, and we'll start passing inspiration around. We are gonna take Mando out first because he is relicked, and I am always afraid of a disintegrate. So there is one hit, or one death rather. And let's pick the second one up. Let's see if we can get a stun this time. Yes. Let's do a little... Let's save the heal for a second. Let's save the wave down as well. Alright, so he's gone. Oh no, Greedo and the bonus attacks. Come on. That's rough. Now let's heal. I guess I should have healed when I had the chance, and I didn't. That's a bummer. And again, that's the cost of having gear 12s. They just aren't as stout to be able to handle those kind of counterattacks or whatnot. Definitely a bummer. Let's go ahead and hide some people. Oh, that was stupid. Dengar is hidden, so I can't stealth anyway. So that was just a waste of turn by R2. Got our eliminated Destiny up. We've got everybody healed up. So it looks like, unless Dengar steals a bunch of banners here, we're gonna get pretty decent banners. But we lost Resistance Hero Poe. Alright, so I'm gonna be a little creative here with this Night Sister squad. I kind of want to do a Wampa Watt type situation, but I don't have any good tanks to go with her, or with it. So I'm actually going to do a BAM team. I'm going to take Cara Dune off the squad, and then I'll add back in Wampa and Watt. So it's essentially going to be Wampa Watt. Ooh, that is not Watt. That was Bosk. It's essentially Wampa Watt, but we're just supplementing it with the BAM trio. And maybe it's a waste of BAM, but I don't think I'm going to be using him anywhere else. And so by doing that, I'm able to put the tanking tech on IG-11. So it will take all the tanking. Wampa will be able to do the murdering. I'll be able to keep everybody nice and healthy. And Whistling Birds can do some work, even though it's not what I'm going to rely on for kills. And now Wampa can come through and hopefully clean up everybody a little easier. Let's do that. So I was hoping Asajj would get the kill there, or we get stunned there so that she couldn't cleanse. Alright, Wampa, let's go to work. And we can put some immunity on IG. And so far so good. We already got rid of Talzin, so limit our plague there. And Wampa's still coming around and getting the kills. And the nice thing about this too is they've got Acolyte hiding back there, and we will be able to kill her with either Wampa's AoE or our Whistling Birds AoE it is. And it looks like everybody's healthy, except for Watt. So try and get Watt healed up all the way here before I kill. Oh, too late. Alright, well, we'll lose one banner off of that. Watt needed to be healed. Oh, I think we got it. I think we pulled it off. Nice. Definitely a little bit extra there. Let's go ahead and take a look at what he has hiding in the back for me. And interesting. Karth, Mon Mothma, and Akira Scoundrels team. Pretty much what I expected. I didn't expect Mon Mothma, actually. I was expecting Ewoks. So, that's fine. I have the teams to clear this still. I will take a second and then we'll go to the top and clear through there. Alright, so we will go after this Newt squad first, because I'm a little worried about my geos not being able to get through nests. We shall see. I'm hopeful though that this goes fine. And if it doesn't, we can pivot, but it'd be nice if it works well, correctly the first time. So I guess we'll go after Watt first, because I don't want him resurrecting anybody. We're stuck hitting nests for a little bit until we can cleanse all that off. So let's cleanse all this off. We'll just be hitting nests for a little bit. We'll pay our extortion. We don't have that nonsense messing with us. We'll do that and go after Watt. Alright, so that problem's gone. Now let's go after Dooku, and we'll make that problem gone next. And Django is already out of damage duty, so we will focus on him. And let's go ahead and heal up. And I'm a little worried because I don't think I'm gonna... I should have gone after Nest earlier. And now I'm gotta hope... you know, we're gonna extend this a little bit. Because I have to wait for my big hit with my spy to line up. So this might take a while. This is what I was worried about the whole time. So we're gonna keep Newt around a second until I can try and line it up better. Alright, let's kill him now. It's not lining up. Alright, well, this will take a bit. Alright, so that didn't actually line up, but I just went for it and it worked anyway. Only a 55, but a one-shot, so... Probably not the best plan on that, but it worked out okay anyway. Against his Geos, we'll take my Vader, and we are gonna bring Gideon in as well. And we've got Thrawn here to bring in as well. So we'll go ahead and Force Crush and Merciless. His spy is gear, what is that, Relic 0. I don't think this will kill him, but come close. And then we'll go around the horn, hitting everybody, trying to get ability blocks. I really want an ability block on Poggle. Or we can kill him. And we'll kill the Geo. And we should be getting a turn from Thrawn here in a second. Let's go ahead and strip their turn meter. Oh. And of course I hit the wrong button. Let's try that again. Strip his turn meter. Alright, better. Ultimately, it didn't matter, though. Let's fracture Spy so we can't get the hit off. If we can get back to protection on Gideon, that'd be nice, but it's not going to happen. We're just going to kill him right here. So, brought extra people, didn't play it very well, and didn't get full banners. Or did. Wow, they were generous. Alright, against his Hug squad, I'm bringing in gas, but I don't need the whole group. Let's leave Arc and Echo off. We'll just bring in Rex and 5s. And this should be more than enough, I think. Plus, I'm gonna lose protection off of their AoEs anyway. So this way, at least, I get a couple banners back by going in light. Ooh, and they made him sit down. Alright, well, it's going worse than I thought, you guys, but ultimately it's going to be fine. It just is not going to be very good banners. But I don't think me bringing in all 5 would have changed that. I think it would have just lost me more banners. And if his history is correct, he usually leaves Malevolence back here. So, Finalizer. So let's go ahead and go after the Malevolence with my Negotiator. And that should be enough. His Geos are only gear 12, and so just focus down Hyena Bomber, and it should be a win. We've almost got his first Vulture Droid out, so we'll make sure we do that. I'm not gonna... See, this is the problem when the ships are a little slower. His Hyena Bomber hasn't spread the Buzz Droids yet, so I don't want to bring out Plo, but I need to do something because my Y-Wing is gonna go down soon, so I'm gonna bring out Hound's Tooth so that I still have a tank to protect Anakin. Just gets a little dicey here because we're gonna be sitting without protection for Anakin for a little bit, where he has Buzz Droids on him. So we'll have to put the unending loyalty on him to protect him. So got lucky there. He brought out the spy, and it went on to Rex instead of Anakin. At least now we can clear those Buzzies and get rid of his Hyena Bomber. So this is feeling like it's going alright. Bummer to lose the Y-Wing so fast, but it really is just one of those turn meter type situations where, because his Malevolence is a little slower or something, I guess, it just didn't line up the way I'm used to. In any event, this should finish it. Well, certainly not covering myself in glory with banners today, that is for sure. Alright, so he's got his Finalizer. I was really thinking about putting him in Negotiator on defense, and I chose not to because his history showed that on Finalizer, normally he would run the 2 Kylos, but then he'd run it with the Empire Bomber. And so I was expecting that, and because of that I was thinking, well, I can't use my Rebels against it because of that Bomber and burning. But now that I see his thing, he doesn't have that out here. He's just got the standard comp, and now he's bringing out Boba Fett too. So this ended up being a lot easier than I anticipated it was going to be, because I thought he was going to have that Empire wrinkle in there that he didn't have. In any event, let's clean this up before we can get another reinforcement. And I could have gone a little lighter there with reinforcements, but better safe than sorry. Let's jump to the back. So against Mon Mothma, we'll use Traya. And I already used Thrawn, so is there a 5th that I want to bring? I could bring Nest if I wanted, I guess. I wonder if I could actually solo this with Nest. I think that would take a long time and be really annoying. So let's just take out Sith Empire Trooper and bring in Nest, and we'll do it this way. And that way it will go a lot faster because they'll be dying off from all their assisting due to Treya's lead. And maybe I can get the days out with Nest to make it so they don't assist quite as much. Nope, only got it on Chirrut. So let's get rid of all of that. And I guess we will isolate over there. Let's see if we can kill Chirrut, I guess. Baze is about to die anyway. I don't know, maybe I could have soloed this with my Nest. That's one of those risks that, you know, I feel like players take all the time that pays off, and that's why they get so many more banners than I do on average. But yeah, I'm just unwilling to risk a lost battle for that. I'd rather get, you know, 3 or 4 less banners on this one sure thing rather than lose 20 by taking a loss. Not sure why I did that. Didn't need to. Already had Hell by Hatred up. And let's see if I can kill Mon Mothma with this AoE. Nice. Alright, next we will go against this Kira team, and I'm going to use my bounty hunters with an Aura Singh lead. The annoying thing about that team is it's kind of a timeout team, and it's got Vandor there, so you get stuck behind L3, and then Vandor is sitting there reviving because he gets prepared. And this way I can just get my contract out quick with Aura lead, and then Mando can go ahead and permanently get rid of L3. And now I can get to Vandor easily, take him out so that he's not going to revive anybody else. Let's heal up a little bit, and then we'll start working on Zam. Pile on. Hopefully I can get my health back here. Or protection, I'm not going to. I'll end up being 1 banner down on on Boba, looks like. Either way, I feel like that worked out pretty well. And then Karth, we got Mon Mothma. And we've got some options that we can add to Mon Mothma. I think I want to give it a go with the turn meter train with Kara, and we'll keep Biggs in there, but we'll go with the other Rebel fighters just for fun. See if I can get out ahead. I should be definitely out ahead because my Kara is much faster than their team. And then Hoth Rebel Scout or Fighter, whichever that Hoth person is, plus POW should get the turn meter train going and keep it going. So we'll just do that, and we'll just keep taking all the attacks, and continue to go through them. And the only person who should ever get hit is Kara here in this instance. We should be able to just go from one to another to another, and I just really need to work on POW and the Hoth Rebel person, so they're worth using all the time. Let's go get rid of Jihadi. Yeah, I don't think they didn't take a single attack other than the counterattacks from Zalbar. I'm just not comfortable using this comp unless I have Cara Dune available, because she's my key fastest character to get them all out ahead of them. And normally Cara is with Bam, but because I did that weird Wampa Watt thing with Bam, I had her available. So maybe I got to rethink that, how I'm using Bam, so that Cara can be permanently on my Mon Mothma team. And I think I might put this on auto to make this happen faster. I think I got it. There we go. So that's it. Not a super impressive score for me, 2475, but a one-shot full clear, and I prevented him from clearing a single zone. So what I thought was going to be a really, really tough matchup, or at least a good matchup, turned out to be not quite as close as I thought it would be. But I do want to say thank you to Ayachin or Ayachin for the battle. I appreciate you setting a defense and participating. It was definitely fun to be the one who gets to set the FU defense for once instead of facing one. So thank you. I want to say thank you all for watching, and I will see you again in next round.